Our game was just that, a game. By the time I reached my 20s, though, I realized that this distraction had taught me to become keenly observant of the world around me, and perhaps more importantly, to develop a rich vocabulary for describing people. Wherever I went, I tended to notice others and their behavior down to the smallest details: how they spoke, how they carried themselves, how they dressed, how others responded to them. I never really stopped playing the game. Today, it's not much of a stretch to say that I make a living doing it. I'm an organizational psychologist, specializing in the assessment of personality. Personality traits determine our behaviors, encompassing as they do our motivations, values, social inclinations, reactions to crisis or complexity, and patterns of thinking, among other things. If you want to make sound decisions about people, you'll need to be able to predict how they will likely behave. And the best way of doing that is to understand their personalities. Put another, more unusual way, with the help of well-established science and artful experience, I judge people for a living. Some of the world's biggest, most recognizable companies hire me to quickly size up leadership candidates and potential partners to inform their decision-making. I also coach high-profile CEOs and their key executives, helping them raise their games and navigate job complexities. My value to these leaders hinges on my ability to generate penetrating insights into who they are, what makes them tick, and how they come across to others. Applying what we might call perceptivity, the ability to discern the character of others and reliably predict their behavior on the basis of said character, I develop an accurate reading of my clients' inherent traits and advise these leaders accordingly. Such science-based assessments have important practical applications. Many of the companies I work with face critically important business decisions about people, such as which candidate they should hire as their new CEO, whether they should acquire another company and its leadership team, or how to handle difficult personnel matters. In making such decisions, my clients typically consider traditional criteria, like an individual's experience and track record, educational background, interpersonal impact, strategic thinking ability, professional reputation, and so on. Increasingly, companies also consider factors like individuals' emotional intelligence. More on this concept and its shortcomings later, and their personal values. Before these companies proceed, however, they ask me to come in and explore the character of the people they're going to hire or place a bet on, because character is what truly sets successful candidates apart from the rest. Do these individuals have the specific temperament and behavioral inclinations they'll need to succeed? If not, it's essential to know now. If so, what do companies need to do early on to integrate these new hires most smoothly into their organization? My conclusions often have profound impacts, both personal and commercial. A person's career might be made or ended. A company or team might thrive or fail, get acquired or be ignored. In my assessment process, I administer formal psychological tests to give me a rough sense of an individual's personality. But the real magic lies in a very specific 3-hour interview I have crafted over the course of my career. During this semi-structured session, I show curiosity about my interviewee's personal journey and ask them to take me chronologically through their story. Our individuality is in many ways a function of our lived experiences, so I ask interviewees to describe pivotal experiences in their lives. This interview is semi-structured because, while it follows a deliberate methodology, I intend it to feel natural and be flexible. It's not a formal encounter like a job interview, but rather the sort of informal, reflective talk you might expect to have over a beer or a glass of wine. During this assessment, I ask the person about their parents, their childhood, what college was like for them, and so on. I inquire about decisions they made, the friends they had, and the values they learned as kids.